What's the dumbest thing you've done for love? 10 years ago, when my wife and I were on our first date, she said these words that I've thought about every day since. I finally found a high-level man who can afford to be with a high-level woman like me. I wondered what made her think I was wealthy, before I realized I'd borrowed my father's Margiela suit and Rolex to impress her. She knew I worked in banking, so she thought I was wealthy, but I was still just a junior making little money. This girl was drop-dead gorgeous, and I knew I had to do everything in my power to keep her. Luckily, my parents had put money into my savings account, so in addition to my income, I did have a decent amount of money saved. Well, I started spending it all on her. I'd buy her gifts, we'd eat at Michelin star restaurants, and I paid for all her beauty appointments. My money was draining fast, and I realized if I told her the truth, I'd have lied about myself up until now, and that was not something I was willing to admit. So I started working another online job as a part-time call center representative. Despite this, I was still barely breaking even with all of her expenses. One day, I came home to see she had opened my mail, and it just so happened to be my tax return. She had a blank look on her face. She asked if the number on there was my earnings, and asked how I could afford everything. That's when I spilled everything. I was afraid she'd break up with me, but she leaned over and told me she loved me for trying to impress her. But I didn't have to put up this front anymore. We had a long talk about what we want for the future, and our visions aligned, and we have been together for 10 years now.